it literally like, it sounded like, somebody was being mauled by a bear. Like, it was like,
When you heard that? Did you hear that? When did you hear that?
this was a little bit after 3 a.m. But then, there's a lot of times that things go on at parties, um, like really for weird reasons, and so in my head, I wanted to just tell myself, okay, well, this is a little weird, but even if I thought it was, something maybe to think about, I'm at a party with a bunch of people and we were smoking weed and we were drinking and there were people that were doing illegal drugs and you know what I mean? Like if I would have called the police, I would have gotten everybody at the party in trouble too. I had like so many things weighing in my head. Like if I had done that and even if I did, I have to tell an officer like, hey, I'm drunk, but I heard this scream. Like, is he even going to believe me? Like I was really backed into a corner. So, but now that I think of it, like it bothers me because I remember that scream and it was not a normal scream. It was
Right.
more, we were playing a game called Two Truths and a Lie and we were playing beer pong too as well. And I had a friend that went on Instagram Live. It was like 22 minutes she was on and like 18 of those minutes we were in the apartment, just like our music was blaring, like all that stuff. There was maybe like about 2 minutes when we were outside and we were recording it and, you can hear something. I don't know if it was something related. You can hear some stuff around 3 o'clock. We had heard, they were trying to find Murphy. They were trying to find the dog. But I remember they were calling for the dog. I don't know if the dog was missing, but I remember there was like, I don't know if it was Ethan, but somebody was whistling. A male was whistling for the dog. They were looking for the dog, at like 3 a.m.
Was that before or after you heard the scream that you said you heard?
It was before the scream.
Before. It would have to be, before.
Just whistling, but we knew Murphy because when I would party over there, sometimes Murphy would get out and, and we kind of knew the dog just as like, a neighbor dog. So when we would hear stuff like that, we just presumed that because nobody else really had a dog over there. So I have been in contact with Ann Taylor, her team of people. And I gave her, my friend gave her the Instagram, the 22 minutes of that night. And I've been in contact with her and everything that I've expressed right now, I've expressed to Ann. We haven't really divulged on like getting deeper and deeper into it, but I've expressed these things to her and she wants me to, she wants me to actually physically go there to where I was and to show where I was in that time frame and what angle of things that I've seen. And I've been terrified to do so because I'm worried that somebody's going to be filming and they're going to film me and see me. She said we could do it at really late at night.
Yeah, but you can.
There's so much more that I do know, things that have gone on, but, it's like telling my side. I get a couple of people that believe me and there's a lot of people that don't. And I understand that. I have reached out to the proper people.
How are they not taking you seriously?
So you have talked to the FBI too?
I have talked with everybody that I can talk to that would hear my story and that could do anything for that. I have spoken, I have shown, that I was at the apartment that night. I have shown documentations that I was a student there. I have given proof and despite doing that, I still don't feel like they have taken me seriously because nothing has happened from that. I mean, they've listened to me, but nobody has like looked at other evidence or anything. They're just going with this like Brian situation. I know like I was somebody that did drugs like a lot of my friends did, and there was a lot of things with drugs related in the area, and there was a lot of animosity towards a whole different type of stuff that went on with that. So I personally think this is my personal opinion, that it had something to do with Kaylee leaving and them not being happy with her leaving because she still had to continue, what they asked her to do in regards to, the drug situation. They were very upset that she was going to leave and move away and not be a part of it anymore. That's kind of where I think some of it transpired. But that's.
So you think she was the target? The initial target?
I think they were mad. Yeah, I think they were really mad. They found out she was going to be there that night when she, and they were really mad because she was going to be going away and she was a part of helping them, and aiding in their efforts. And so she was really moving away was a big thing for them. But there was a lot of stuff that was going on with the frat and Jack and there was drama. There's so many different things it could be a possibility, but none of them that ever came to my mind was Brian ever because I never had seen him.